Hey again YouTube, Panda here. I have another match for you guys. This time it is a game of hardcore search and destroy, if you haven't guessed already that it's hardcore by the fact that I just had a win against a sniper that was camping a little bunker. I found that incredibly amusing. And I am getting my headshots up on the F2000 because I have been playing hardcore a lot, but I will probably talk about that a bit later. This game that I'm showing you is hardcore search on Rundown. It's before the map packs came out. And the Resurgence map packs came out, because I'm still a noob on level 51. I just unlocked my, I don't think I have unlocked Thermal, which is why I'm not using it at Bling with this FAL shotgun, but the reason I'm using an FAL shotgun, a Masterkey, as opposed to other weapons, usually the two main weapons I use in hardcore are the F2000 and the FAL, the assault rifles that I use in hardcore, and the shotguns on those I find deadly, but the reason behind the FAL, it's a one-shot kill in hardcore. And using a thermal with it as bling, because there really aren't that many other blue perks to use. If you want to use one-man army, that's definitely up to you. I would actually sort of suggest it, because if you're going to be using a Masterkey, you don't really need a secondary weapon. You find that I never switch to a secondary weapon during this. You have a long-ranged weapon, you have a mid to close-range weapon. The FAL Masterkey, any Masterkey on a shotgun, it has incredible range compared to the secondary shotguns that Infinity Ward released, but you really don't get to see that range unless it's the form of hit markers in core until you go into hardcore, because that's really when the low damage sort of makes up for the fact that there's low health, or the low health makes up for the fact that there's very low damage, and you can get one hit kills from very, very far away and get hit markers from even longer. There are a couple of hit markers that I get throughout here that are pretty insane. But this is just, it's so incredibly fun to use, and I highly suggest it to anybody who's sort of finding that the fun is sort of being taken out of Modern Warfare 2 by now. You're sort of in a lull of what games to play when you're waiting for the new releases and during the holiday time. School's coming up. Hey, give Hardcore Search a shot. Give Hardcore Mosh Pit a shot. I've actually pretty much almost, unless I'm with a party of people who like to play Search, I am almost always in Hardcore Mosh Pit. Since it was released, since I came back from vacation, because it is incredibly fun. It's pretty balanced. I mean, there's no weapon that's like, oh damn it, I got killed. Well, noob tubes are still, when somebody noob tubes in Search, it's like, son of a bitch. Not Search, but what am I? Hardcore Mosh Pit. Sort of a bitch, but I mean, you really, there's nothing really that is that incredibly overpowered. And you can use fun weapons. Like my friends and I joke that there's really any weapon that sucks in core is good in hardcore. I like the F2000 a lot. I've been using that in core a lot too, because I tend not to change my hardcore classes when I'm playing like core search or something like that. And there actually have been a couple games that I'm going to post with hardcore classes that were kind of funny scores in core. But I don't know what you guys wanted to see from me in the future. I have a lot of core games recorded on my hard drive. But I don't know if you guys, it's really hard to get a grasp on what people like to see, because not many people upload hardcore footage. I don't know if that's because they've already decided that the community doesn't like hardcore footage, or if it's just not many people play it. Give me your thoughts on that. If you would like to see more hardcore gameplay, I have a fair amount, and I would be more than willing to post some. But there was actually, briefly, I wanted to talk about a event of douchebaggery that went on that I witnessed today. It was, not today, yesterday. I was walking down to work, and on the way down there was a guy, and I was trying to no-scope that guy there, but I was actually trying to use my shotgun. I realized I didn't have it equipped, so then I just scoped in and killed him. But there's a guy, and he had his Lexus, pimping out in his Lexus, and in a middle of a busy street, he decided to parallel park, which is alright, that makes sense, except he used the damn parallel park feature on the Lexus. And I'm sorry, but you really, really have to try hard to be that much of a douchebag, because it goes so incredibly slow, which it's the first time I actually saw somebody use the parallel park feature. The car basically aligns it with cameras, and it parallel parks itself. But that feature is so incredibly slow that he had about 10, 12 cars behind him all honking their horns because he was such a douchebag trying to get into the spot. Of course he can't possibly, the amount of money he has, he can't parallel park himself. He needs to get the car to do it for him. I realize that if you get that feature on your car, you're going to be wanting to use it, but for the love of Christ, it's parallel parking. Like, there are other things that could take time out of your life that you could rearrange your schedule to do. But parallel parking is one of them. It's going to save yourself. I mean, it takes even longer. You just have the luxury of having the car do it for. I don't know. That's it for me on that. But Jesus Christ, I don't know. Reflect your opinions on that in the comment section if you feel I am wrong in that situation. But 12 cars behind him on a busy intersection, right after the light turned green. It's just like and granted, I was walking, so I just had the pleasure of sitting there laughing. But the people in the cars, I would have been pissed at all hell. But random tidbit of the day. So you see I'm using 345. I didn't really have a chance to change for higher kill streaks because I didn't unlock precision airstrike, which is another one I tend to use in search by now. I'm only level 51. This is taken I guess earlier to mid-June when I got Modern Warfare 2 for my 360. And yeah, so the other thing in hardcore that you have to watch out for is, especially when posting games, is the fact that if you play hardcore mosh pit, Ricochet is not on for anything except hardcore headquarters. Hardcore headquarters Ricochet. So you really need to watch out for chucking random nades and stuff like that, because it will kill you. Like, not right off the bat. I think you can kill 2 people and then it's like, oh no, you're done, and it kills you. So when you're in your kill streaks, really have to watch out for that. It's also some of the scores you get at the end don't really reflect your gameplay that well. I have a hardcore capture the flag that I'm going to post. I went 38 and 10. About 4 of those were team kills. 4 of the deaths were team kills. So it's 38 and 6 is really good in hardcore, because I feel that hardcore is not more fun, maybe even more fun to watch than core gameplay, because it's so much more fast-paced. You die so incredibly quick that you really have to compensate. It's more of a reflex battle. But then again, I'm not the one watching this. I'm not the large majority of viewers watching this. So I'd really like to hear your opinions on that matter. If you want me to post some hardcore gameplay, I have a couple capture the flag nukes because it made me feel good about myself getting a nuke in hardcore. And this is another thing, under the fact that the UAV is probably one of the most underused kill streaks in the game, especially for hardcore. Using the start button in hardcore, and in core especially sometimes, to just get yourself a large picture of the alignment of your teammates and the enemy. Not many people use it. When you get a noob lobby, it tends to be people who, despite the fact that I'm not using a silencer and there are red dots appearing on the screen, they may not check it. This lobby was actually pretty good about that. I remember we played them a couple rounds after this, and they did end up coming and killing me a couple times when they saw it. But this time I go flawless, and he gets a post bang for the kill. And that's pretty much it. 9-0. I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of your day, week, and weekend. And please reflect on whether you want to see more hardcore gameplay or not. See ya!